Have you ever picked up a Sonic game, looked at all of the characters that appeared in it, and thought, man, I wonder which of these is the smartest? Yeah, I'm gonna assume you haven't. But don't worry, because we've answered this life's biggest question for you, with our list of the top 10 smartest characters in Sonic. For this list, we tried to steer away from one-off villains, and stuck with more consistent characters in the series. So there's a few robots that you may think deserve a spot on here that we decided not to include, instead opting out for more of those anthropomorphic characters y'all know and love. So with that in mind, let's jump in. Number 10, E123 Omega. Tossing aside that point we just made, let's start off this list with a robot. E123 Omega is a robot that was created by Dr. Eggman, and is the spiritual successor to E102 Gamma. After being treated harshly by his maker, this sentient robot decided he had had enough, and joined the good guys in hopes of eliminating Robotnik. Aside from having a powerful arsenal of tricks at his disposal, Omega is aware that he is more intelligent and stronger than a lot of Robotnik's other creations, even to the point of stating that they are inferior to him. Plus, the character has a better vocabulary than a lot of the living characters in the world of Sonic, so that counts for something, doesn't it? And at number 9, Dr. Eggman NEGA. Not to be confused with the OG Dr. Ivo Eggman Robotnik, more on him later, Dr. Eggman NEGA is a descendant of Dr. Eggman's, 200 years in the future. While that arguably gives him an advantage over Sonic and friends, newer, better technological toys don't necessarily mean you're guaranteed victory. This proved to be the case when his plans were foiled in not only the Sonic Rush series, despite working with Eggman and being on the same genius level of intellect as him, but he was also defeated twice in the Sonic Rivals series, and one time was by Silver, so that kinda says a lot. Although, to be fair, the character is presumably more intelligent in the comics. Up next, number 8, Sonic. Now, some of you may be thinking, what the hell? Why isn't Sonic higher on the list? Well, Sonic can't be the best at everything, now can he? In all seriousness though, the Blue Blur is competent enough in the smarts department to face off against adversaries like Robotnik, and arguably his earlier incarnations on the Sega Genesis were really intelligent when it came to taking on his nemesis. These days though, he gets a lot of help from his friends. Nothing wrong with that, but it has shifted Sonic's talents to those of power and speed instead. Up next at 7, Vector the Crocodile. Vector may just look like a chill crocodile who likes music, but don't underestimate this scaly dude. After his debut appearance in Knuckles Chaotix in 1995, the character returned in Sonic Heroes as the head detective of the Chaotix Detective Agency. He's incredibly clever and was even able to figure out one of Eggman's plans in the game, with the antagonist secretly being one of the agency's clients. And at number 6, Blaze the Cat. While Blaze has proven to be a fierce opponent in battle, she's also incredibly intelligent. A princess from an alternate dimension and guardian of the Soul Emerald, Blaze was often compared to Sonic in terms of abilities. Aside from her knack with problem solving, her ability to articulate herself eloquently, and her mastery over pyrokinesis, Blaze hasn't really been measured in terms of intelligence in the games. Yet she's a character that many a fan rally behind when it comes to those on Sonic's team of friends that have both brains and brawn. And at number 5, Wave the Swallow. Despite being a part of the ridiculous Babylon Rogues, Wave is arguably one of the smartest villains in the Sonic universe that is innately intelligent, and isn't a robot. She's a technical and mechanical expert with a particular interest in extreme gear. She's also pretentious when it comes to her intelligence, and is often critical of others. She also has a disdain for thick-headed or stupid people, and is a strong supporter of using logic and reason when it comes to problem solving. And at number 4, Metal Sonic. Metal Sonic may be one of Robotnik's inventions, but he's also sentient, and despite having a total design flaw that makes him obsessed with being better than Sonic, he has proven to be one of the Mad Doctor's most brilliant creations. He's also a master manipulator, and during Sonic Heroes he even manages to disguise himself as Eggman in order to copy the data of whom he fought in the past, in order to make himself more powerful. Up next, number 3, Rouge the Bat. Sometimes people forget just how intelligent Rouge the Bat is. Probably because, you know, boobs. But behind her sultry exterior, the character is incredibly calculated, cunning, and brilliant. Rouge used to be a spy, and uses her manipulation prowess to her advantage on multiple occasions during the series. She also knows how to computer hack, has proven to be a great strategist, and to top it all off, has used her smarts in battle too. And at number 2, Tails. Compared to our last number, Tails is a different breed of intelligence. He's a master mechanic and inventor. The character, aside from being Sonic's right-hand man and best bud, has an expansive knowledge of all things mechanical, which definitely has come in handy against some of Robotnik's more technologically aggressive inventions. And finally, in at number 1, Dr. Robotnik. Robotnik is without a doubt an absolute genius. Sonic's nemesis has, without fail, produced some of the most mind-boggling, deadly, and innovative pieces of technology, including many a robotic foe. The earlier Genesis games perhaps highlight this best. The boss battles battles against Robotnik and the creations of his such as Metal Sonic have proven to not only be a remarkable challenge for Sonic, but have proven to be incredibly sophisticated and multifaceted, with some boss battles featuring the likes of robots controlled by Robotnik that take multiple forms. So yeah, you try to invent some of that stuff and see how hard it is. Alright, there we have it, friends. Do you agree with the characters on our list? Were there ones you think we should have included? Let us know all of your thoughts and feels in those comments below. If you dug this video, hit those like and subscribe buttons if you haven't already. And if you're craving more Sonic, we have a whole playlist filled with Sonic videos flashing on your screen right now, so give it a click. In the meantime, thanks for watching. Catch you all in the next one.